You're watching Explaining Africa. We don't just report the news, we help you understand it. The appointment of a new Inspector General of Police has triggered a heated national debate, and a former top government official is now warning Nigerians against turning it into an ethnic fight. Here are the full details and what you need to know. Sam Amadi, the former chairman of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, has weighed in on the controversy surrounding the appointment of a new Inspector General of Police. In a statement posted on his official X account, Amadi addressed the growing tension over President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's decision to appoint Olatunji Disu as the new IGP, a decision that has sparked widespread debate because many Nigerians believe that Frank Mba, widely regarded as the most senior officer in line for the position, was passed over. Amadi cautioned Nigerians against turning the appointment into an ethnic or regional argument and warned against damaging the reputation of officers who have served the country well. Now, let's walk through what Sam Amadi actually said and what triggered his reaction. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu appointed Olatunji Disu as the new Inspector General of Police. The appointment immediately generated conversation across the country because another senior officer, Frank Mba, was widely expected to get the position. Mba, who previously served as the spokesman of the Nigeria Police Force, is believed to be the most senior officer in the line of succession. His being passed over raised questions about the criteria used in making the appointment. The debate quickly took on an ethnic dimension, with voices from different regions of the country expressing either support or opposition to the decision, based largely on the ethnic backgrounds of the two officers involved. It was in response to this growing tension that Sam Amadi took to his official X account to address the situation. In his post, he made it clear that he considers both officers to be competent and capable. In his words, quote, "Disu is good, Mba is good. President Tinubu has the power to appoint any or none. Don't damage a fine officer who has served Nigeria well because you hate his ethnic origin." He went even further, stating that in his view, the president should have the power to appoint even a retired or non-police officer as police chief, suggesting that leadership of the force should not be limited strictly by rank or seniority. Amadi also stressed that public debate around the appointment should remain respectful and fact-based, and warned against using the controversy to destroy the reputations of officers who have dedicated their careers to serving the country. The key statement from Amadi that has drawn the most attention is this, quote, "Disu is good, Mba is good. President Tinubu has the power to appoint any or none. Don't damage a fine officer who has served Nigeria well because you hate his ethnic origin. Left to me, the president should have the power to appoint even a retired or non-police officer as police chief." That statement captures the core of his position, that the debate should focus on competence and national interest, not ethnicity and regional politics. Before we continue, if you want news from Nigeria explained clearly and professionally, like this video and subscribe to this channel. Now, let's get into what you need to understand about this story. Now, to understand why this appointment has generated this level of debate, here's what you need to know. The position of Inspector General of Police is one of the most powerful security appointments in Nigeria. The IGP oversees the entire Nigeria Police Force, an institution responsible for internal security across all 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. Whoever holds this position has direct influence over policing, law enforcement, and public safety for over 200 million Nigerians. That is why every IGP appointment attracts intense scrutiny. In Nigeria, there has long been a convention, not a written law but a practice, where the most senior officer in the police force is appointed as IGP. When that convention is broken, it almost always triggers public debate. In this case, Mba was widely seen as the officer next in line based on seniority. He is well known across the country, having served as the public face of the Nigeria Police Force during his time as its spokesman. His being passed over in favor of Olatunji Disu raised immediate questions about why the convention was not followed. What makes this particular debate even more intense is the ethnic dimension. Nigeria's appointments at the highest levels of government and security are always viewed through the lens of regional and ethnic balance. The country operates on a principle known as federal character, the idea that key positions should be distributed across different regions and ethnic groups to maintain balance and fairness. When an appointment appears to favor one region over another, it almost always triggers tension, and that is exactly what has happened here. Sam Amadi's intervention is notable because he is not just any commentator. As the former chairman of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, he is a known public policy figure with a track record of engaging in national conversations. His position, that both officers are capable and that the debate should not be reduced to ethnicity, is an attempt to shift the conversation back to competence and constitutional authority. His suggestion that the president should even have the power to appoint a retired or non-police officer as IGP is a more radical position. Under the current system, the IGP must come from within the ranks of the Nigeria police force. Amadi's comment suggests that he believes the pool of candidates should be widened, a view that would require changes to existing laws and would certainly face resistance. Reactions have continued to trail this development from across the country. Many Nigerians who supported Frank Mba for the position have expressed disappointment, arguing that seniority should have been respected and that bypassing the most senior officer sends a wrong message to the police force. Some within this group have framed the issue in ethnic terms, claiming that the appointment was influenced by regional favoritism rather than merit. On the other side, supporters of the appointment have argued that the president has the constitutional right to choose whoever he believes is best suited for the role. They point out that seniority alone does not guarantee effective leadership and that Olatunji Disu has his own track record of service that qualifies him for the position. Amadi's statement itself has also divided opinion. Some Nigerians have praised him for calling for calm and urging the public to focus on competence rather than ethnicity. Others have pushed back, arguing that the ethnic dimension cannot be ignored in a country where federal character and regional balance are foundational principles of governance. The debate continues to play out across social media platforms and in public commentary, with no signs of cooling down. So what happens from here? Here is what to watch. The immediate focus will be on how the new IGP, Olatunji Disu, begins his tenure. His early decisions, his public statements, and his approach to the major security challenges facing Nigeria, from banditry in the northwest to kidnapping across multiple states to the broader issue of public safety, will shape public perception of whether this appointment was the right call. Frank Mba's next move is also worth paying attention to. Whether he continues in service, takes on a different role, or exits the force entirely will be closely watched by those who believe he was unfairly passed over. The broader conversation about how Nigeria appoints its Inspector General of Police is unlikely to end with this debate. Amadi's suggestion that the pool should be widened beyond serving officers opens a discussion that could gain traction over time, particularly if there are calls for legislative reform around the appointment process. And the ethnic dimension of this debate reflects a much larger and ongoing tension in Nigerian governance, the constant push and pull between merit-based appointments and the principle of federal character. That tension has existed since independence and shows no sign of being resolved anytime soon. How the government manages the fallout from this particular appointment will say a lot about how it intends to handle similar decisions in the future. That is what you need to know about Sam Amadi's reaction to the new IGP appointment and the growing national debate around the decision. This is Explaining Africa. We don't just tell you what happened, we help you understand it. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tell us what you think in the comments.